There's been a lot of talk about Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, so I'm going to do something different. I want to introduce you guys to an upcoming World War II shooter called Red Orchestra 2. He was a Stalingrad. It's made by Tripwire Interactive and it uses the Unreal Engine 3. The game releases on August the 30th and the beta will be starting sometime this month. To get into the beta, you can either pre-order the Digital Deluxe Edition on Steam, or you can try to get one of the 20,000 beta keys they're going to be giving away. The beta hasn't started yet, so don't ask where you can get the keys because they're not available right now. Your best bet to get a key is to sign up for Tripwire's Twitter account or Facebook account. You can also visit the Red Orchestra 2 website at www.heroesofstalingrad.com. If you're wondering how much the game costs, it's $40 on Steam for the regular edition and $50 for the digital deluxe. But if you pre-order, you can get 10% off, and that brings down the price to $36.45. If you own Red Orchestra 1 in pre-order, you get 20% off, and that brings down the price to $32 and $40. You can also get some pre-order bonuses. If you own Red Orchestra 1 and buy Red Orchestra 2, you can get the bayonet unlocks for the Kar 98 and the Mosin Nagant rifle. You can also get special in-game items, the Russian Guards badge, and the German Assault badge. With the Steam Digital Deluxe Edition, you get closed beta access, you get day 1 unlocks for the Elite Assault Weapon, the MKB-42 and AVT-40, and you can unlock the semi-automatic sniper rifles SVT-40 and G41. These are day 1 unlocks. They are not exclusive, so anybody who buys the game can unlock them in game. They also give you 2 Team Fortress 2 hats and 2 skins for Killing Floor. If you haven't played Killing Floor yet, I would recommend playing it. It's pretty fun. I want to talk about expansions and mods. Tripwire let modding teams get early access to the SDK, and what this means is that the mods will probably release a lot earlier than it would if they released the SDK after the game release. Because it takes a long time to create these full conversion mods, it's better that the modders get the tools as early as possible so they can work on it. Because most mods, they usually come out years after a game releases and most of the population has moved on to another game or something like that. So this kind of offsets that difference, where the mods will probably come out when there's still a lot of players playing the game. So that's pretty good. And what's a good thing is, if these mods are really good, Tripwire is going to adopt them as an official expansion pack, and you'll be able to download it through Steam. But if it doesn't become an expansion pack, these mods will have full Steam support, meaning you can download the mods through Steam and you can update the mods through Steam. And I think Tripwire is the only other company other than Valve that's doing this with their games, and that's pretty cool. 3 notable mods that I know that are in development are Rising Storm, In Country Vietnam, and Iron Europe. There might be some more, but these are the 3 main ones that I know of. Rising Storm takes place during the Pacific Front of World War II. I believe some of the developers are from the Darkest Hour modding team. If you haven't played Darkest Hour yet, I would recommend it. It's a pretty good mod for Red Orchestra 1. In Country Vietnam takes place during the Vietnam War. And the last mod is Iron Europe, which takes place during World War II. From what I heard, it's gonna be more than trench warfare, so don't shoot it down just yet, because it's World War I. I want to talk about some of the game modes in the game. Territory mode is the original Red Orchestra 1 game mode. It's an attack, hold, and defend objectives within a certain time limit, or until one team runs out of reinforcements. Countdown mode is a single life game type. It's a short round timer. Players have to attack or defend a series of objectives, and they only have 1 life per objective. So if the attacking team captures an objective, they move on to the next zone. If they fail, they lose the game. But if they capture a key objective, they can get a second chance if they fail to capture the main objective. To win this game mode, you either kill the other team or take the objective before the timer runs out. Firefight mode is the team deathmatch mode. There is no class limit, so you can pretty much use whatever you want. Multiplayer campaign mode is a campaign map divided into 10 smaller maps. Players get to vote on which map they want to attack, and they can decide how many players they want to send there. Each campaign can last up to 4 hours, so this is probably something you want to play when you have a day off and not when you have to go to work or something. They have 2 co-ops. One is a co-op campaign mode, which is the single player campaign with co-op. Another mode is called scrimmage mode, and that's like a terrorist hunt from Rainbow Six. From what I heard, the co-op modes will be delayed until after the game releases, so they won't be launching with the game. There will also be offline challenges where you can do stuff like shooting range or an assault course. You'll be able to earn awards and compete in competitions with it. This will also be delayed until after the game releases. Next, I want to talk about some of the game features. For RO2, they're going to be using 2 different anti-cheat systems, Back and Punkbuster. With Punkbuster, you have the ability to turn it off, and it will come with 3 stages. Stage 1 is access to the server screenshot functionality and streaming bans. Stage 2 is standard Punkbuster protection that won't interfere with Steam. Stage 3 is full Punkbuster protection, and it may interfere with Steam. They will have VAC as a default enabled anti-cheat system. In RO2, you can earn these things called battlefield commissions. They are like temporary promotions given in game to players who do really good one round. So say if you're a low level player and you do really good one round, you get temporarily promoted, so you can unlock some of the higher classes and play them temporarily. The game also has character progression, so you can rank up your character, his classes, and his weapons. And as you rank up, your clothes become more tattered and ragged from spending a lot of time on the battlefield. Your character has the potential of locking hero classes, and there can only be 1 hero per team, and I'll go into more detail with that later on. RO2 has client customizations like changing the HUD or key bindings. I don't know the full scale of it, but there could be more than this, but this is all I know. One of the more important things for a first-person shooter game is dedicated servers. Not only does RO2 have dedicated servers, but they give you 2 options. You can either rent servers, or you can run server clients from your house. So if you have a server at home, you can just install the server client from Steam and run your own server. There will be demo recording in the game.
One of the things that we're really excited about in the new game is we have a fully dynamic music system. What this system does is it actually tracks the morale of the players for each team, and if the morale of your team is high, we'll actually play some more triumphant music. If your morale is low, we'll play more somber music. And there's actually a completely different soundtrack for the German and the Russian side. We're really also excited that we've signed on composer Sam Ulick to do the music for the game. And Sam is most popular, or best known for his work on the Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2 games.
So in addition to dedicated servers, server owners will be able to customize practically everything from the game. Server owners will have full access to controlling things like weapons, classes, game types, gameplay elements, and scoring. Hero classes will be in the game. They are rare and only 1 player per team can select it. They provide an additional perk to nearby soldiers like reduced suppression effect. They can also carry elite weapons like the Soviet AVT-40 fully automatic rifle. Another big feature for PC gaming is LAN support, and RO2 has that. The game supports up to 64 players, and the maps are scalable to smaller servers for 16, 32, and 64 players. In terms of realism, there will be 2 selectable ones, a relaxed realism and realism. Relaxed Realism has all the new player-friendly features such as pop-up HUDs. Take note that even on Relaxed Realism, PART2 plays more like the hardcore mode of other games. So you're starting off at a hardcore when you play Relaxed Realism for Red Orchestra 2. And the Realism mode is basically removing all the new features that help newer players understand the game, and probably some other things that make it a little bit harder to play.